Okay, my name is Dorothy M. Byrd. Everyone knows me as Sissy Byrd.
Juneteenth, a celebration that commemorates the emancipation of enslaved Black people in America. It was on June 19, 1865, that soldiers landed in Galveston, Texas, with the news that the Civil War had ended and Black people were finally free. 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation had been signed. As Black people all across the nation celebrate this monumental day in history, the festivities actually began in Texas. Large celebrations began in 1866 and have continued ever since. The Black American 4th of July. And this year, it's being celebrated as an officially recognized federal holiday. Even in El Paso, a town that is 82% Hispanic, Juneteenth celebrations are happening all over the city. Last year, I had the pleasure of spending the day with Sissy Byrd, and I learned a little bit about El Paso's rich African American history.
The location that we're in, this is the American Legion, is called the Colonel Lewis American Legion Post 832. Here in El Paso, the population of the Black community is only 3.8% of the community. More people need to learn the history of the Black community here. Without that knowledge, they don't know how much they have gained or lost from the Black community. For instance, when we went to the cemetery and you got to see the Buffalo Soldiers memorial out there, you learned the history of them.
In 1984, a boom in Black leadership led to more organizations for the Black community, including the McCall Center. Founded by local leader and activist Leona Ford Washington, the McCall Center has been a hub for the African American community and is home to a library of local Black history.
This used to be the Black area here in El Paso. Most people recognize the Northeast as the Black community now instead of this area. But a lot of people have never been to the Northeast, so they consider, oh, that's the bad area of town. But it really isn't, because statistically, through the FBI and everybody else, the East Side is worse side than the Northeast, and so is the West Side. So therefore, when you look at statistically, it is not the worst side of town. But a lot of times, no matter what city you go to, the bad side of town, oh, that's the Black area, but that's not true.
The Black and Hispanic community of El Paso were once very intersect. From Buffalo Soldiers to civil rights leaders, African Americans contributed a great deal to shaping the community of El Paso. In 1955, UTEP became the first desegregated undergrad school in Texas. In fact, El Paso educational institutions were credited with desegregation faster than any other educational institution in Texas.
When we learn, everyone else is learning. We celebrate Kwanzaa here, we celebrate Juneteenth, and all that is possible because with the new ones that are coming in, they want to learn about the Black community. They want to learn about their heritage. So therefore, we don't have to only learn about the Hispanic heritage here, we can learn about the Black heritage. We have so many Black teachers and doctors and everything else we have here in El Paso, just like any other place. Even though we are only 3.8% of the population, we are here to stay, and it's about time everybody learn about us, learn the good that we have.
Many current and historical Black leaders and organizations have emerged from El Paso's Hispanic majority border city, including Congresswoman Barbara Lee, Lawrence Nixon, Ron Stallworth, Pastor Michael Grady, and El Paso's young Black leaders, just to name a few.
But when it comes to the Black community, they're taught we were slaves. We're more than that. We need to teach our children we have to give respect for each other's culture, food, everything else.
El Paso's community is not Black and not Hispanic. It's a home to everyone. We are all seeking the same peace, the same equality, and the same comforts. We are not our race. We are a community. As we celebrate Juneteenth again, we should remember that we all once fought side by side for the same causes, and we can and should again.
And I hope you will embrace the Black community, the Hispanic community, the white community, because we're all here together. We're going to live here together. So therefore, we need to learn about each other and respect each other. So hopefully this film will make you say, you know what, I want to learn something.